Morning students, today I welcome you all on behalf of Rasa International School to study science of class 10th, chapter number 10, light, reflection and refraction. In this video, we will discuss about refraction by spherical mirrors. It is on your book page number 176 to 177. So, you might be seeing people using spectacles for reading things, okay? Like watchmaker use small magnifying glass to see the tiny parts of the machine of that is of watch. Have you ever touched the surface of the magnifying glass with your hand? If yes, it is plane or curved. It is thick in the middle or at the edges. So if we touch it, we will find whether it is thick from the middle or from the edges. Okay. On the basis of that, the glass used in the spectacles and that by the watchmaker are the example of lenses. What is a lens and how does it bend the light rays? तो हमने देखा है कई लोगों को स्पेक्टिकल्स यूज करते हुए ताकि वो पढ़ सकें आसानी से। वॉच मेकर को वॉच को सही करने के लिए उसके टाइनी पार्ट्स को देखने के लिए मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास का यूज करते हुए क्या वो ग्लास बीच में से थिक होता है या एजेस से थिक होता है। और ये किसके एग्जाम्पल हैं? ये लेंस के एग्जाम्पल हैं। ओके, सो लेट अस डिस्कस द लेंसेज वन बाय वन। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी डिस्कस अबाउट द कॉन्वेक्स लेंस, a transparent material bound by two surfaces. So here we have two surfaces, one of this and the other one of this. Okay, so a transparent, first of all it is a transparent material bound by two surfaces, surface 1 on this side and surface 2 on this side. Clear? Now next, of which one or the both surfaces are spherical. एक surface spherical हो सकता है दोनों spherical हो. Okay, forms a lens. This means the lens is bound by at least one spherical surface. लेंस में कम से कम एक spherical surface होगा. Is it okay? Next is bound by one spherical surface. In such lenses, the other surface would be plane. Means they are saying that if one surface is curved, the other surface is maybe plane, or both the surfaces are curved, or both the surfaces are curved in this way also, and one is curved in this way and the flat from the other side. So these are what lenses 1 2 3 4. In this chapter we will study about this and this lens. Clear? So we will proceed further. A lens may have the two spherical surfaces bulging outward, means they are talking about this type of lens. Such a lens is a double convex lens. ऐसे लेंस को क्या कहते हैं? डबल कॉन्वेक्स लेंस और सिंपल अ कॉन्वेक्स लेंस. Clear? And it is thicker from the middle as compared to the edges. It is thicker from the middle as compared to the edges. So it is thicker from the middle as compared to the edges. Clear? Next, so we have studied that it is a convex lens which is thicker from the middle and thinner from the edges. Clear? Such a lens is either called as double convex lens or simple a convex lens. Clear? Convex lens converges the light rays as shown in the figure 10.12a part. So you are able to see that the light is coming parallel to the principal axis. The light rays coming parallel to the principal axis are converged after refraction. So convex lens converges these light rays. Okay, it converges the light rays. That is why the convex lens is also known as converging lens. Which type of lens it is known as? Converging lens. Simply, a double concave lens is bounded by two spherical surfaces which are curved inward. So it is a double concave lens, okay, bounded by two curved surfaces which are bulged in. or inward. They are thicker from the edges and thinner from the middle. And in this, the light rays coming parallel to the principal axis, okay, diverge after refraction. Diverge after refraction. So it is also known as diverging lens. It is also known as diverging lens. Concave lens is a diverging lens. Convex lens is a converging lens. Clear? So a lens, either a concave or a convex lens, has two spherical surfaces. Each of these surfaces form a part of a sphere. Now what they want to say is, if we draw a convex lens, so they form a part of a sphere. Each surface is a part of the sphere. One I have drawn with the black color, the other is with the red color. So they are both the part of the spherical sphere, okay, and the imaginary sphere. The, the curve A and the curve B. Is it okay? So each surface forms the part of a sphere. The center of these spheres is called as center of curvature. इन स्फेयर्स का जो सेंटर होता है उसको हम सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर किसका कहते हैं? लेंस का. The center of curvature of a lens is usually represented by capital C. Since there are two centers of curvature, we may represent them as C1 and C2. दो सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर होंगे जैसे मैंने आपको दिखाया. एक स्फेयर इस तरफ बनेगा आपका और एक स्फेयर आपका इस तरफ. तो एक सेंटर यहाँ पे आएगा कर्वेचर का और एक सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर यहाँ आएगा. सो वन इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय C1, द अदर वन इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय C2. इज इट ओके? So one may be represented by C1 and another one by C2. An imaginary line passing through the two centers of curvature of the lens is known as the principal axis. The straight line which is passing through these two center of curvature is known as the principal axis. The center point of the lens is optical center. Now when you draw this, the two center of curvature C1 and C2, so this is your principal axis, this line, and the center over here on the lens, okay, is your optical center. It is usually represented by the letter O. A ray through the optical center, okay, of the lens passes without suffering any deviation. अगर इस ऑप्टिकल सेंटर से कैसे भी कोई लाइट रे जाएगी तो उसको कोई भी डेविएशन नहीं मिलेगी. जैसी आई है वैसी ही उसी डायरेक्शन में चली जाएगी. इज इट ओके? The effective diameter of the circular outline of the spherical lens is called its aperture. जो उसका effective diameter होता है, जो लेंस है आपका, उसको हम उसका अपर्चर कहते हैं. We shall confine our discussion in this chapter to such lenses whose aperture is much less than the radius of curvature. हम ऐसे lenses के बारे में इस चैप्टर में डिस्कस करेंगे जिनका अपर्चर उनके रेडियस ऑफ कर्वेचर्स की लेंथ से कम होगा. ओके, सच lenses are called thin lenses with small apertures. What happens when the parallel rays of lights are incident on the lenses? Okay, so when the parallel ray of light incident on convex lens, it converge it, and if it on concave lens, it diverge it. Okay, so the paper begins to burn, producing smoke. It may be even catch fire. Means when we are using convex lens and the light rays which are coming parallel to the principal axis, okay, it converges them and they pass through the focus. So after refraction, so at this point focus, if we place the paper over here, it start burning after certain time interval, okay, and producing smoke. It may even catch fire after a while. Why does this happen? The light from the sun constitutes parallel light rays, okay. These rays are converged by the lens at the sharp bright spot formed on the paper. In fact, the bright spot you got on the paper is the real image of the sun. मीन्स जो ये लाइट रेज सन से आ रही हैं पैरेलल बीम और जहां ये फोकस पे कन्वर्ज हो रही हैं यहां पर उसकी सन की इमेज बन रही है, द इमेज ऑफ सन ओवर हेयर. ओके, एंड दिस heat generation over there because of the concentration of the sunlight, it caused the paper to burn. It caused the paper to burn. Is it okay? Now several rays of light parallel to the principal axis, okay, on a convex mirror. These rays after refraction from the lens are converging at a point on the principal axis. This point is known as the principal focus of the lens that we have already discussed in figure B, that is of concave lens. Okay, this is your figure B. Several light rays coming parallel to the principal axis after falling on the convex lens. These light rays after refraction from the lens appears to diverge. Means the light rays which have been incident on the concave lens, okay, and this is your principal axis. The light rays which are coming parallel to the principal axis after refraction, they diverge. They diverge, and when they produce backward they are appear to produce from the single point which is known as the principal focus of the concave lens. So there it is written diverge from a point on the principal axis. This point is known as the principal focus of the concave lens. If you pass parallel rays or light rays from the opposite surface of the lens, get another principal focus on the opposite side. Okay, so the letter F is usually used to represent the principal focus. However, a lens has two principal foci. They have been represented by F1 and F2. As the lenses have two principal focus, so they have been represented by F1 and F2. Okay, F1 and F2. The distance of the principal focus from the optical center is known as the focal length. Means this is your lens, this is your optical center, and this is your focus. So this distance is known as your focal length. That is the distance from the optical center to the principal focus. It is represented by small f. Okay. Thank you.